Greetings gamers, Ian Higton from Eurogamer, finally back with another unboxing, and this time I'm not unboxing a video game special edition, I'm unboxing this video game footboard, a Stinkyboard it's called, and it's going to give FPS, MMO, RTS and MOBA players an extra 4 buttons which they can use by pressing down on the Stinkyboard with their feet, and yeah, it's supposed to help you in your quest to becoming the best gamer ever. This Stinkyboard is actually it was actually a Kickstarter that has succeeded and it's gone into production. Now you can get the Stinky right now. Well, you can buy it or pre-order it from stinkyboard.com, and I think at the moment you can get the early bird gaming footboard, which is a pre-order, and it is $119.99. That's quite expensive, but it is built very nicely. Whether or not anyone would want to part with that much money for a footboard is up for debate, but the whole thing was successfully kickstarted, so there is definitely a lot of excitement and a lot of want for this product. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you around the box first and then show you inside. On the front of the box it says extra buttons for MMO, RTS, FPS and MOBA. Then down here on the bottom right you've got 3 weird things that make no sense: R2N, T-box and C-point. Now those actually have some proper meanings. R2N is the return to neutral technology. R2N allows each of the board's 4 buttons to be easily triggered. Once engaged, the board snaps back to a neutral position on its own, giving you quick execution between actions with no foot strain. So you put your foot on here, or you can put 2 feet on like this, or you can put a foot there and rock it, whatever. I do this, and I map. I'm not a massive PC gamer. I'm just starting to get into it, and I've been testing this out with Blacklight Retribution, and what I've been doing, just 2 buttons, mapping sprint onto here and the HRV onto here, the wall hack thing that lets you see through walls. So pressing back on my heel will sprint, pressing forward will let me see through walls and stuff with the HRV, and it is a very yeah, it's helping me a lot, because I'm not used to keyboard and mouse too much, and it lets me concentrate on the WASD keys without having to take my hands off to go all the way to the V key, or you know, have a little fumble around with my little finger for the sprint button. It really does feel very natural, so that is it works well for me in that respect. It's got a T-box, which is a user adjustable tension box, which I'll show you in a minute. You can basically adjust the tension of the Stinkyboard to make it more tense or less tense, depending on how much tension you like, I guess. And then it's got a C point, it says down here, very bottom right, C point there, and that is a customized no, it's not, it's a center point performance board design which allows multi-button activation without lifting your feet. Just tilt your foot forward or back, or roll sideways to activate any of the footboard's 4 customizable buttons. So that's right, you can roll your foot, you don't have to lift it up like driving pedals or anything like that. You can literally roll your foot around to activate the buttons, which makes things very smooth. Like I said, I'm not used to playing PC games with loads of buttons, so I haven't really had much of an opportunity to fully map it and test it out with both feet yet, but I will be doing a video in the next week or so where I properly test it and you get to see it all in action and stuff like that. So at the moment this is just having a look in the box. So as you can see on the back here, you can tune your Stinky with the included Allen key. I'll show you that in a second. You can improve your gameplay. It says Slinky the gaming footboard is a perfect Stinky even the gaming footboard is the perfect companion to your mouse and keyboard that adds 4 actions under your foot. With in-game modifiers you can have up to 16 actions, and you customize your buttons using this down here. It's a little program that comes with the Stinkyboard, and you can customize each of the 4 sides as buttons, but there is also a beta version of this which is allowing for diagonal button presses as well, which might be just a little bit too complicated for someone like me, but if you're well into your gaming, you can you can memorize that many foot combinations as well as hand combinations, then you'll probably be unstoppable on the gaming playfield. But let me set it down, open it up, and show you how well this thing's constructed. We've been looking at the box long enough, haven't we? Here we go. So the box just flips open like so, and inside you have the board, and you've got 3 sets of extra springs. They're color coded. Here we've got a red spring. Now the red spring is the hardest spring to squish. Then you've got the blue spring, which is the lightest, and the green spring is the medium spring up in the top left. And you can let me put that down. You can remove those from the packaging and put them inside the Stinkyboard using the included sorry, this is massive. Using the included mini USB cable. No, you can't. Using the using the Allen key that comes packaged with the mini USB cable. Now the mini USB cable is packaged a little bit nicer than that, but I have already opened this up and given it a go. So I just shoved it back in the plastic. Let's have a look at the front of the board anyway. So you've got the Stinky logo right there. Let's try and get it so it's in focus and not glary. That's about it. So nicely constructed, and it feels very solid. It's very thick. The button, it's nicely clicks, and it's quite heavy, but yeah, really robust. It's definitely going to take some pounding from your feet, which is good, especially when you're paying $119 and expect that price to rise if that's a pre-order early bird bonus. But yeah, I play it like this, foot like this. My foot's not massive, so heel press down on the bottom for sprinting stuff, and then something here. But you can also map to the sides, and these buttons here, these LEDs here will light up when you're doing button inputs. On the back is where you add your springs and also your USB cable. Let me just show you the USB cable. So the USB cable has to be connected to your PC at all times using this familiar bit. And then there's the mini USB port here, and it just fits in to this gap here, and then goes round, slots in there, and stops it from interfering with any of your button presses. So yes, it fits in there, and then it will lay perfectly flat, and the wire will not get in the way of your gaming, which is cool. Right, let's quickly show you what it looks like to remove and replace a spring. So you get the Allen key and you just whack him in, and it's lefty loosey righty tighty, isn't it? So we need to go this way, and it looks like inside, so inside are more blue buttons. Now I haven't changed blue springs even. I haven't changed around the springs. The blue ones were perfectly fine for me, but maybe I could want to replace it with a red one to make the button pressing a little bit more tense. You can do it like that. And then you just Allen key it back in again, which I'm not going to do now because I'm actually getting the most the most tangled up ever. So let me just bring it back to a nice little presentation package. So there you go. That is the Stinkyboard, $119 to pre-order right now if you want one. And it works very well. It does indeed do what it says on the tin. It makes it takes some pressure off your fingers, gives you extra speed on doing things. My playing of Blacklight Retribution has improved a lot using this. I don't know if it would improve more if I used like a joypad, because obviously I'm more of a console gamer, but this really helps and it's very instinctive. Any more than 2 kind of button presses for me, I think I'd get confused. You can have loads, up to 4, and then diagonal ones with the beta, but that would probably just blow my mind a little bit, and it would take a little while to learn. Just forward and backwards with foot and heel was very instinctive, But hit the camera. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a full video kind of demonstration of this very soon, where I'll be playing a few games and showing you how, you know, close up on my feet, you lucky people, as I'm playing it and stuff. And there's also loads of exclusive interviews, early previews and interactive live streams on the horizon all the time on Eurogamer, so please do subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye. Stinky.